BagFuel, baby.
BagFuel, we back. No, I got my partner to the right of me. It's me, Esso. Everyone see sounds official.
Hynaken. Ooh, we got different lights tonight.
Here we got the passport abuser in the building. In case y'all don't know, this is the one woman that's on the internet helping everybody travel either for cheap or for free. And everybody needs to do that. So welcome to the platform.
Thank you for having me, guys.
You're welcome.
We're ecstatic because, you know, you're currently right now living the dream of every travel nurse, every stripper, every boss babe, you know, every line chef cook. Women love traveling all over the world, and you're doing it the right way and the correct way, and you don't have to go anywhere to get pissed on.
Right.
Yes.
That part.
Yes. So let's go through the journey. You know, it's no secret everyone loves to travel, even people that's never been anywhere. Like, where did this journey and fascination come from for you?
So honestly, guys, I'm going to spill the tea, okay? So I started my travel journey after being stranded on vacation in Amsterdam on my birthday. But here we are 7 years later.
Don't skip. What happened?
You know, honestly, I think that what happened isn't as important as the outcome.
Important. It's important. Come on.
84 countries solo from that night. I mean, come on, outcome.
The journey is always amazing when you are able to give all the ingredients. You know, imagine a sandwich with no bread.
Right.
Well, that's a vegan sandwich currently right now, or Flying Dutch. Well, that's funny. So you were stranded in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I was. So I went on a trip with two people that I had known for a really, really long time. Mm-hmm. These were my girls. These were not just some girls that I didn't know. And I ended up telling one of the girls, like, hey, I think your ex-boyfriend on and off again, I think he might be using you. So if you want to give him, if you want to have sex with him, but don't give him your purse. So stop giving him money. And the next morning, it was my birthday in Amsterdam. I woke up and she wasn't there. And when I reached out to her ultimately to ask her where she was, that's when I found out that she had left me over something I said to her about a guy.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. And so that's what led me on the journey to just say, you know what, I'm going to travel alone. That way I don't have to deal with somebody's attitude. I don't have to deal with any of the catty girly stuff on vacation. I can just travel the world solo. So it initially started off as like a solo journey. Then I started realizing how I can do it and do it every month or as often as I wanted to without coming up off them coins.
So what's the strategy without coming up off the coins?
So the first thing I do is instead of going into stores, I shop on airline shopping portals. So let's say for all the viewers out there, right? Because I know y'all want these receipts, right? If you go into Google and type in your favorite airline, whatever that may be, right? So if you type in Delta Airlines.
JetBlue's my favorite.
JetBlue, awesome. So if you type into Google your favorite airlines, JetBlue, and then type in 2 keywords after that, shopping portal. If you type in Delta Airlines shopping portal, Delta Airlines shopping portal, you're going to go on these shopping portals and guess what? You're going to get miles. So like, let's say you want to shop for Q-tips, deep conditioner, toothpaste, all of your things that you need for hygiene products, right? So CVS will give you 2 miles per dollar. So you're still getting the toothpaste and the Q-tips and the deep conditioner, but you're getting it plus 2 miles per dollar. From the airlines. So, you know, I'm a woman who likes to be fly. Anybody who's ever seen me in real life or on camera knows that I love designer items, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say I want this $1,500 Balenciaga sweater from Neiman Marcus. I'm going to go on my airline shopping portal. I'm going to get the Balenciaga sweater, plus I'm getting 5 miles per dollar. So every single thing that you want in life, it's probably a way that you can turn it into a flight. You just don't know it yet. So let's say somebody needs brakes for their car. Instead of walking into AutoZone, you are going to go on your airline shopping portal and you're going to select AutoZone from the list, and then you're going to earn 1 mile per dollar or 2 miles per dollar, whatever it is for the day. So pretty much.
So cashing in that though. So after you shop off the list, then it's just attached to my name?
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to find whichever airline you want to shop at their airline shopping portal, create a frequent flyer number,
Gotcha.
right?
So I got a frequent flyer number with JetBlue, so I would just apply that to the shopping portal if I go on?
Absolutely. So you're going to find JetBlue shopping portal, and it's going to ask you for your JetBlue frequent flyer number.
My True Blue number, whatever.
Absolutely.
It is. Gotcha.
And then from there, every single time you shop through the shopping portal, it's going to equal miles.
Is there any other ways as well?
Absolutely.
Come on, let's go through the whole gambit.
Let's go through it. All right, bet. So let's say you want to turn your everyday purchases into miles. When you wake up in the morning, we already went through the hygiene products, what you need to do to get out the house, right? Bet. So let's say you're on your way to go get gas before work. If the viewers type in onto Google right now, American Airlines Shell gas station, they're going to find a program called Fuel Rewards, right? So with Fuel Rewards, American Airlines is going to give you 3 airline miles to fly per gallon of gas that you get. Unlimited. So how many times do we get gas, right? I get gas once
Shell
a week.
Is so expensive out of all the other gas stations, right? It'd be $1 more than the BP. I'd be like, what are y'all doing? Thank you for putting us on.
They got to give their dollars to American Airlines.
Exactly. Yo, you just broke this. But that's still a great deal.
But it's a trade-off.
You said how many miles per gallon?
You get 3 American Airline miles per gallon. I drive a Porsche Panamera. I fill my car up every Friday. It's like $110 to fill up. Yeah. So if you've been doing this for 4 years, if you've been shopping on these airline shopping portals for however long it's been out,
stacking up.
Right, you're absolutely stacking up. So we went through gas, right? We done left out the house, brushed our teeth, washed our face, put our clothes on. We already know how that's giving us miles, right? We stopped to get gas. Now let's say you want to stop and get coffee, right? So Starbucks, I used to have a caramel macchiato every single morning before I left America to move to Antigua, right? So when you go to deltastarbucks.com, they're actually going to give you 200 miles to fly with Delta every time you load your Starbucks app. Most people don't know that, right? 200 miles with Delta. With Delta every time you reload your Starbucks app. And if you go on to deltastarbucks.com,
what's the minimum?
So you can reload your app with $15 is the minimum. It's going to give you dollar for dollar. But if you upload $200, it automatically gives you 200 miles. $100, it gives you 200 miles versus the dollar for dollar. So anything over $100, you're going to get double. Anything under $100 is dollar for dollar.
Dollar for dollar.
So if you're a person who has coffee every month, load it for $100 and get the 200 miles. If you're doing this every single month, you're getting miles just for buying coffee, miles for just getting gas. By the time it's time for you to go to Japan, you're going for $6 because all you did was pay the taxes for the seat. You actually haven't had to pay for the flight. You've been stacking up the airline miles all along.
Living your life allows you to pay for the flight.
How do you do it with the gas thing? Because I understand the other stuff, but how do you do it with the gas? So I sign up with American, and how do they know I paid for this gas?
So the program is called Fuel Rewards, right? You're going to go on fuelrewards.com. You got
to fill that out.
Yep, and link a particular card. It doesn't have to be a credit card. It could be a debit card, right? It doesn't. Most people think that if you're flying for free, you have to use a credit card, right? Nah, you can use your Santander card or whatever bank card you want to use, but you must use this card every time you go to Shell. And American Airlines are going to give you 3 miles per gallon every time you get gas.
And people are naturally lazy in mass. So do you provide a program that help people sign up and do this? Because everything you're giving, only 8% of the people are really going to have the fortitude and the gumption to go do it. How do you set this up for people?
So I have this 12-week curriculum. It's called Fly for Free University, where over the course of 12 weeks, I teach people how to travel the world and turn their everyday purchases into miles. So I have a course that provides video tutorials so that way people can actually see these things step by step. I have links, all those things in order for people to understand how they can actually start to implement these things.
And how fast is the turnaround for somebody, if they wanted to get a flight to somewhere like Miami and then New York? How fast could you make that a reality for them, aside from them putting up dollar for dollar, dollar for double?
Actually, very quickly, but it depends on where you live. So let's say, for instance, New York. New York is an American Airlines hub. It's a JetBlue hub. It's a Delta hub. And EWR is a United hub. So you got 4 different airline hubs that you can go with, right? That's for New York and LA. But then when you look at my ladies that are in Houston, they only really have one airline, which is United. Or you look at my people from Atlanta, they only have one airline, which is Delta. So it really depends on where you live. If you have 4 different airlines, like I live in Antigua and Barbuda, but I also spend a lot of time in New York because I'm born and raised in New Jersey. So at any given time, I can really just run up a whole bag with airline miles across 4 different airlines.
Yes.
So I'm going to be a lot quicker than a girl who lives in, let's say, Atlanta, where she only has one different airline to work some strategies in to get that free flight.
Yeah, and unless they were able to drive to a nearby airport, but that usually doesn't work out. Like New York is a special case, or LA, Chicago, where places with multiple airports. It's not like that across America.
Right.
And you about to
Seems
say,
like a lot of work. Is there a service that somebody could do this for? Oh, excuse me. Is there a service that somebody could do this for me? Because if I'm a busy person, and like I told you, I said I travel around the world already. I pay a lot of money already, but I'm also a very, very busy person. Well, is there a simpler process, or is this just the beginning? This is the process everybody has to go through?
Unfortunately, it's a process that everybody has to go through, but the rewards are actually endless. So if I actually log into my American Airlines account and my Delta account and show you guys like, hey, I have over 1 million airline miles, I don't have to wait on a credit card company or focus on, okay, well, I'm just getting miles with, Amex and points with Amex. And once that's done, I have to sit down because I have to wait to replenish the points. The good thing about these airline miles is that, number one, you're never going to go into debt to get these airline miles. You get what I'm saying?
Stuff you're buying every day.
Because you're doing it every day. So number 2, when you guys realize that you can have 1 million airline miles, then it's kind of like, you know what? Let me just click a few buttons. For example, right? We talked about getting out the house and working through our whole day, right? So if you go into your phone right now and go into the Uber app, if you go into the settings, they actually have a partnership with Marriott Bonvoy. All you have to do is link your Marriott Bonvoy account to your Uber account.
Damn, I got a Bonvoy account too.
Every time you order Uber Eats or Uber, you get 3
points.
Marriott Bonvoy points per dollar. I never actually leave my house when I'm in America. I order breakfast, lunch, and dinner to my home. So what that did was got me a free flight and a free hotel in Dubai, and I actually have the receipts too, so that way I can show you guys the receipts.
Okay.
That's why I brought my laptop, so that way
because you need the receipts.
I can show receipts to people. So when I say, oh, I went to Tokyo for $6, or when I say, well, here's my receipt from when I went to Dubai, and I stayed at my hotel for free, they're like, okay, I actually see the receipts of what this girl is doing.
Thank God. You need the.
I bought my laptop. Yep.
Because they, all these girls are getting flown out by the sheiks right now, so
But see, you know what? This is a thing. I travel to maybe 3 countries a month. Most people think that you have to be doing something strange for change or something to be traveling the world. But honestly, it's just one of those if you know things.
No, you're an exception currently right now, but as people are gaining the knowledge, of course, it'll be expanded. Because more people are excited to go to Dubai than they are to go to Monaco. And I'd be like, I would think you would want to go there first. But people's like, why would I go there? And popularity and what we see in imagery is always going to rule, the mass public. And that's why Esso was asking you, how can we speed this up? Because this is a lot of tedious work, in all honesty. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but, people just don't want to go through all of that. They just feel like it should be a snap of a finger and get my cheap flight.
Yeah, so there's so many different ways that you can do it, but make it cheap, but you do have to link these things. So for example, Delta Airlines actually has a dining program. I know Delta is like pretty much everybody's favorite, so I'm using Delta. Delta has a dining program right now where if you guys go on Sky Miles Dining right now, you get 1,000 airline miles to fly with Delta just for eating out in your first 30 days. Right? So what I do is every single time I go out to eat, whether that's a boozy brunch with my girls in Houston, whether that's telling my nephew Malachi happy birthday, or even if it's just like on a romantic date or whatever, I'm like, you know what? I am actually going to be earning 1 mile per dollar every single time I eat out.
So you pay for your dates?
Oh, you
I
absolutely.
I absolutely do not pay for my dates. But what I will do is say, say, hey, can you Zelle me? Because I'm actually going to get airline miles for this.
Oh, Lord.
So Zelle me.
That doesn't sound very romantic,
Why would
passport
I do
abuser.
that?
I want the miles.
You can
just pay me back. I want the miles.
You can just school me and let me get the miles. Why would I Zelle you? Like,
Because I want the
That
miles.
is so devious, yo.
I want the miles.
I'm gonna pay you to pay the dinner so you could get
I
a
look at
double
her totally
bonus.
different now. She
I
was
mean,
a
because let's
she
say
was a
if we go
different
out.
person to me until she said,
But let's say.
You an ill gangster.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying, I travel. Anybody who takes me out on a date, they know that I travel. They probably know a little bit about me, so they know I always need a free flight somewhere. So
Why do you always need a free flight?
Because I'm the passport abuser. If I was meant to stay in the same place, I would be a tree.
I understand.
So I'm supposed to be exploring the world.
No, I just want to understand your
rugged,
ambition and your determination of it. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I don't think there's anything wrong. There are some people, they need to gamble and they've monetized it and become great gamblers. So that's the reason for the question more so than anything else.
So one of the best things that I have found is that travel is such a good teacher. I have learned so much about myself as a woman. I've become empowered. So many people told me, you can't take your first solo trip. You can't do that. It's so rough out there. And I'm like, okay, I'm from East Orange, New Jersey. Like, I have common sense and I have street smart. So what's so bad about out there? Guys, I've been to Kuwait. Nothing happened to me. I'll go to Dubai every year. Nothing happens to me. I've been to Saudi Arabia and I drove myself 8 hours through the Jordanian desert for my 35th birthday. Nothing has happened to me. So there's always this misconception that if you go out there or if you travel the world that America is supreme, but it's not.
How do you plan to, you said you had a bad experience traveling with people, but these experiences now that you're having by yourself, eventually you want to do it in a group. If I were to assume, how are you going to build that community to travel as a group? Because people want to share that with you. Or you just say, fuck them.
No, not exactly fuck them. So it works like this, right? I like to solo travel all the time. I'm used to it. It's just my vibe.
It's easy.
Yeah, it's my vibe.
Yeah.
But inside of my community, we have 12,000 women, and each year we do 3 group trips. So that way, everybody has the opportunity to bond with other women who share their same interests. Also get to ask me questions up and personal about solo travel. But so that's like professional group trips, right? But then I go out with my family. I go out with people that I already know their vibe.
Yeah, that's important. You know, it's an art form to travel. Like this guy right here, Esso, I said he needs to teach a course on how to pack. I saw this guy. No. He had like this little book bag. We were out somewhere for like 8 days. He never repeated an outfit. And I'm like, is there another bag? And he's like,
I spend a lot of money on my travel.
If you saw a passport abuser, it does not make no sense.
I'm not traveling like that.
Really, like it's a very small book bag, and there's no repeat outfit, no pants repeating, no shirt.
It's
and I'm like,
to me travel bag.
How'd you fit all of that in there? Just underwear alone takes up half the bag, yo. So, what's up? How do you travel?
I guess one of the things that I do, I use a lot of packing cubes.
Oh,
so that takes up
works.
like a lot of space.
It
so
compress,
for me, packing cubes and only like 2 pairs of shoes. Shoes
That's
that go with every outfit pretty much.
No, that's brilliant. You know, most people be having like 9 shoes and it's just like, what are you doing?
Right.
You know, but I notice your journey is very woman intensive and woman focused. Don't blink at me.
It is.
Yeah, because you're like, it's a whole female group. Why is that, aside from the obvious that you are a woman?
So to be honest, it's actually not an all-women group, but it seems like only a handful of men actually come forward to me and say, hey, you know what? I know about your solo travel journey. I'm tired of waiting on people myself. I want to do this. I want to know about safety tools. Or it's only a handful of men who are like, you know what? How do I do X, Y, and Z? It seems that only women, it seems like I mostly resonate a lot more with women and they step forward.
Women are naturally like to travel more than men.
And not only that,
Them bras them women don't like traveling more than me. You talking about
you're an anomaly.
Man.
He's acting like
you're the exception.
Naturally. Like
he's the exception.
He don't be understanding
men
that.
like to travel. They just don't like to travel with other men. We don't do God trips. Men like to travel with women. Women will travel with other women.
But what I'm
and
saying,
go together. We don't do God
in
trips
mass
like
numbers, women are more into traveling than men. It's just yeah, that's just what it is.
Men are just cheap.
It's not about. It's just like
they're cheap. They're cheap. Women will People spend their lives to experience something. Men are not doing that. It's not about what they like to do. They're just cheap.
All right,
That's
but let me
it.
show you
they
something.
They like to travel.
But men,
they just cheap.
All right, men pay for dinners more than women, but women will pay it. But that doesn't excuse the fact of what it is.
And statistically, women do travel more. Statistically,
yeah, we know that.
Women spend more money. They do everything more. They buy more clothes.
But this is what we're saying.
They do everything more, though.
Yeah,
I agree with that part.
They do everything
I agree
more.
that women travel more.
Yeah.
Women travel more. Women do more solo traveling, and I guess that's why I just get more women, and also because maybe I'm a woman.
No. What do you think about the passport bro culture? It's been getting bashed, and you're a traveler. How do you feel about that?
So I don't know enough about the brand. I can only speak about what I've heard, right? And that doesn't make it accurate. What I've heard is that they are into sex tourism.
Was that men?
Yeah, the men.
This is what I've heard.
They go to Colombia, Curacao, DR.
Yes.
That's what they'll do with the whorehouses, the girls.
This is what I've heard, but I actually don't know anybody that's a part of the community to be able to say that this is what they're about.
I've sex traveled before.
Yes.
My goodness.
Why you say, oh my goodness?
I know. I mean, we don't do camping up here.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not going to lie.
We don't do camping. I've sex traveled before many times for many years before I'm separated from my wife now.
Okay.
But before I was with my wife, me and my man, that's the, I shouldn't say this because I be like, men be telling on each other, but it's the show. Like, that's what we do. We sex travel. We're not going out to just be like, even if we're not going to pay for the girls, we're going to pay for the girls. That's guaranteed. How much are they? Have your money to pay for the girls, okay? If we're not paying for the girls and it's a different type of party, then you're spending money. You're still meeting women. They're still at the resort. You're still buying drinks. The whole purpose is to burn somebody's back down you're going on the trip. Other than that, you're going with your girl or your companion, somebody you like.
Why you look so amazed?
So, because I'm like...
Women go on trips to fuck, too.
Yes, I want to hear her answer.
Neither have any of my girlfriends. We have never had to go out of town. First of all, it's dudes in New York that is going to give it to you. You don't even have to go anywhere.
That ain't the point.
That you're not getting... We're not saying that for men and women it's different, but we have movies like How Stella Got Her Groove Back.
Yo,
I don't think she went for the purpose of sex tourism.
Fuck a movie. Yo, wait, fuck that. Yo, fuck a movie. Spring Break.
Yep.
What are you talking about? Girls around around the country, white, black, Spanish, Russian, they lining their vaginas up. Okay,
to go to Miami.
Yeah, wherever. To go on trips, to burn down Cancun. And they ain't just college girls. Girls is 25. They get their 17, 15 girlfriends. They not passport abusers. So they got to fucking put their money together. And their whole time is, we get in a room so we can go wash our vaginas and change because we outside with it. That's their whole point.
I'm not mad at these girls. I get it,
I'm not mad at them neither, but don't act like it don't happen like only men is doing it. We not mad neither, but just don't act like it's only men doing it. It's women doing it too. Please stop.
I mean, possibly, yes.
What?
Yes.
No, come on, man. Yo, you gonna make me turn the camera on with this women possibly shit.
South Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach.
Okay, Black Bike. I get it.
All right.
Black Bike weekend. Okay, so I get some of these things.
Back in the days, Freaknik.
Howard Homecoming.
Okay, but hold on.
Greek Fest at Jones Beach.
But anytime me or my friends have ever went to Lincoln University Homecoming or Howard Homecoming, we haven't went for the purpose of paying someone.
Let me show you something. Wait, can I ask a question? They fucked though.
Okay, but nobody's paying.
But they fucked.
It's not about. Hold on.
Ain't nobody. We said some niggas ain't paying. Some niggas just meeting you at the resort, buying drinks, having a party.
Passport abuser.
Yes.
When it's All-Star Weekend, girls are plotting their trips to go to whatever city.
By Hynaken, but you know what they're doing?
Okay,
but you know what they're doing? But you know what they're doing? They're not telling passport abuse. This is what the girls don't do. They're planning on, they're planning on going to fucking suck dick, right? But I'm not gonna tell my girlfriend that. I'm gonna act like I just fell on the dick and it just slipped in my mouth. And girl, I was so fucking, this happened and I was drinking. I don't know what happened. No, bitch. You planned on fucking and sucking dick when you got on the plane.
That's the way the story goes whenever it's relayed back to me. Like, this is the way the story goes. Like, I met somebody, kind of had a one-night stand.
Yeah, I slipped and fell on his dick, right?
But not like I specifically went to a CIAA tournament
Thank you.
Like
you know the spots. That's where everybody's going. It's cat.
Okay, but we're not going to have sex. We're going to mingle. We're going to meet guys. We're not going to have sex with them right away.
Let me tell you something.
Crazy.
Let me tell you something.
Oh,
we were in a spot, right?
Oh, God.
Let me show you something.
Oh,
and then we got invited, right?
Yeah.
This famous R&B singer has nasty allegations about him. Nasty allegations.
Okay.
He sees us, says what's up to us. All of a sudden, the eyes start shifting. He gets on stage and starts singing. Every girl in there already had the intention of whichever direction he goes, they're going to give it up. We saw it in real time happen that fast. And I say that to spin it around. When a woman is around a dude that gets them interested, they're already in their mind like, I'm going to try to make this happen organically. That's where we're coming from with it. Mm-hmm. So when women go to these towns, they're already going with, I hope I run into Jason Tatum. Just an example. He's met.
Okay.
That's where we're coming from. Guys are just like, I hope I win with some random. No guy's like, yo, I hope I run into Rihanna and it works for me.
That doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen
We're
like
not
that.
planning on Rihanna.
No, facts. I do understand that.
And to be fair, men have a lower standard. So of course a woman can get a famous person quicker than a guy could get with a famous woman. So, you know.
But speaking of the
That's
whole...
not necessarily true. Famous women is they thoughts too.
Well, what you was about to say, Paz?
Nah, I was just gonna say I totally understand where you coming from with this whole thing, because I'm like, you know what? I could see all of this.
You know that, and that's why
you've seen it all. No, you've seen all of this.
Not my girls, not my girlfriends.
You better stop it.
Yo,
not
listen,
my girlfriends.
Listen, let me say this. What? I remember girls would always say, where are you running into these people from? Where are you finding these girls at? And I would always say, they're in your friend group. I'd be like, damn, are they really that good at lying?
Yes.
Or they really don't know?
No,
really
my
that
friends
good.
not thoughts. My
We
friends
never said
not
that thought.
thotties.
Cap.
My friends not thotties.
You ain't telling me every one of your friends not
My
one of them
friends
is a
not
thought.
thotties.
That's cap.
Nah.
Let me show you
That
something.
is full on cap.
I'm going to say, the girl
is
that you're no
full-on cap.
longer friends with pulled a thought move on
That
you.
is full on cap.
I don't think that was a thought move. I just think that she was
She
dumb and
left
in
you
love
stranded for some
for a guy.
That's a thought
right.
move.
Heineken.
Okay.
She's not
okay.
prepared for this conversation. She's just prepared to talk about passport and
That's
travel.
true. Let's swing it back. You know
She's
what?
not
You're right.
prepared. She
No,
don't know.
but-
She don't know what we do. Charles recommended her to come on the show to enlighten people about traveling and passport. She don't know what we do. So don't get her up here defending her friends that we
That's
know
true.
that they thoughts.
They are not thoughts.
And they're not gonna tell her that they're thoughts. So we already know what it is. Women lie to each other. We know that. We know it's only a couple of women that's gonna tell this one girl, yo, I sucked 38 dicks and I don't wanna tell everybody.
But
and she's
maybe-
gonna act like, hold on. She's gonna act like she has not done it. She's gonna come around men. She's gonna carry herself really well because she doesn't want her to know. And then when she goes back with another nigga and sucks his dick and fucks him, she's gonna be like, listen, my girl don't know I get down like that. Don't fuck my shit up. And the one thing niggas do,
they fuck it up.
no. The one thing niggas won't do is if they want that pussy over and over again,
They gonna keep quiet.
They're not gonna say nothing.
They a passport.
But wait a minute.
We're gonna keep
They're
quiet.
not gonna
But
say a
wait a
word.
minute.
Especially if we enjoy fucking her. Oh, it's quiet.
She can get away with murder. I will look you in your face and be like, she's like, yo, Esso, are you fucking my friend? I'll be like,
Nope. Where'd you get that idea from?
Why would you think that? She's a good girl.
But wait a minute. So y'all are completely Xing out the fact that there are women out there who have much higher standards than to say, you know what, I'm going out and I know I'm opening up my pussy for a nigga.
We're not Xing that out.
Why can't
We're not Xing
women
that out.
have high enough standards to go out and be able to mingle and socialize and meet dudes, but have no intention on letting a nigga fuck immediately, because then what value do he see in me?
Okay, we're not Xing it out. All we're saying is 100% of your friends are not that girl. That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
100%.
my girls are those girls.
We're not backing out with your girls are 100% that girl. No,
but how do you know all of my girlfriends are already married?
I'm gonna tell you why. Listen. Even if they're married, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
They already. How do you know they may not already be married
even if they
in a
are
relationship?
Married, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does
matter. Do you understand
matter.
what I'm saying?
It does
Even if
matter.
they're married women fuck just as much as single women.
Well, the women that I associate myself with have very high standards.
You're not even letting me finish. Listen.
She got to defend her friends.
Let me tell you why it's not possible for 100% of your girlfriends to walk the straight line. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Only God is perfect.
Okay.
Not your fucking friends.
Okay.
So I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you said, yo, Esso, I knew these bitches I knew all 5 of these bitches my whole life. Okay. I know them 30 years. All of them bitches, they didn't lie to you. They didn't pick the nigga over you. They didn't told the nigga, yo, do not tell passport abuser how I really get down.
You know why I believe that?
It's not possible.
You know, because I'm going to tell you why. You said certain things earlier, which are a positive. You're into high fashion,
right?
High standards. When people are into that, they're also into high morals, high behavior. There's certain you even said it. I like to travel by myself because I have a set of standards. Like this guy, there's a lot of shit I don't call him for. Like, I'll be like, I filter 100 phone calls. If I call him for everything, we're going to argue. And because of how you carry yourself, I bet there's a certain way you like to use the bathroom that other girls don't like to use the bathroom. And they're like, we're not fucking with her. And if they know that about you, they're going to keep other things quiet. That's based on my perception and assumption.
I'm going to have my own room, nigga. Nobody
you look like you don't
shit.
share rooms.
Nobody.
You look like you don't even share rooms with a nigga.
Nigga, people don't tell me shit.
But to be honest,
what's up?
For me, it's like, why would I share a room with you? Like we're not. You're not my boyfriend or anything. So if you ask to take me out, I'm not going to share a room.
This is just an assumption. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong.
All right, what's up?
Are you married or you plan on getting married?
I hope one day I'll get married.
Right. Just entertain this.
All right.
If you were to get married, right? Am I to believe that you would be the type to want to have separate bedrooms too?
I wouldn't want to have a separate bedroom for my husband.
You wouldn't have to, like, a main room and one separate room for yourself and one separate room where y'all don't always sleep together.
No.
That sounds ridiculous.
I
want it every.
And those bitches,
I agree with you.
And those bitches are ridiculous.
Who want to sleep with their husband every night?
No, they don't. When he's talking about this other room.
That's why I'm just checking.
If a woman was with me and she wanted another room, she might as well go get another apartment and get her room in another location.
Agreed. Because ain't nobody going to have the room.
Apologies on the assumption. But, but how you carry yourself, it is pressure. Not in a bad way. I'm not telling you to change who you are.
Absolutely.
You
pressure to who? What's pressure?
No, not for her friends.
What's pressure?
No, her friends. Because you're like, if we're assuming her friends aren't going to say anything, it's because they feel like she's on a different team.
But nobody's assuming that my friends actually have the shit. But you keep saying bitches are liars. No, women have some women have very high standards.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. We're talking about women right now. Niggas are liars too. I'm a person that people are liars. I don't trust anybody. I'm one of the most least trusted motherfuckers in the entire world because people lie for no fucking reason. So we're just talking about women right now.
Laws of average.
That species. Bitches are liars. One of my sisters is dead. I grew up with 2 twin sisters, and I have an adopted sister, okay? It's one thing I know. I have an education in the street, in music, regular from Morgan State, and I'm educated in bitches. I speak the language, okay? So I know what the fuck is going on. So when you tell me women, I just seen so many classy women. Yo, if off camera, I could tell you so many women that you would look at and be like, oh my God, she did that. She's the most classy.
Yo, there's a classy woman. Yeah. She's famous, and she used to fuck niggas for weed.
Yes.
Like, if I told you who this girl, you would never believe this girl.
And it's true.
It's very true.
And it's true.
Like, she's classy.
Not to have weed, but if you had the best weed and you was getting high, yo, my nigga, we good.
And you know this girl. And like, she's a boss,
and people follow her. So when you telling me about these things, and Me and my wife, we're still married, but we're separated. We're gonna get a divorce. Her friends, I would be like, yo, these bitches is whores. They just not gonna show you that they're whores. But as soon as she started to put the eyeball on it, because I was like, this is what whores do. Pay attention. As soon as you put the eyeballs on it, then they can't hide it.
That's why
it's hard.
That's why when you said you fly to Dubai, that right there is already red flags to a lot of men because of what it takes to fly there, the cost, the production of it. So that's why I wanted you to explain how to get out there because for 12 years, girls were getting sent 6 figures to their account to go fly out there, and I'm like, And it became so popular now people actually want to go there because it is a great place to be. I can't front. He don't like it for the weed reasons, but
can't smoke.
Yeah, you
I
can't
didn't
smoke.
enjoy going. I didn't enjoy going.
What about when that girl jammed herself up because she didn't know the laws of how men
She's
behave?
screaming at the rent-a-car.
Yeah, like how did you maintain that? Let's.
So one of the things that I teach in my 12-week course is cultural competency. So before you're going somewhere, we need to know a few things, right? Like what is the religion? What is the language? How does the culture view women? Like all of those things.
I got a question before you
sure.
get into that. You read.
Yeah, I read.
Well, then y'all all fucked up. Because black people don't read. Y'all all fucked up. Because all the stuff that she's requiring is you have to read, you have to write, you have to sign up.
Application.
You have to be patient. This girl is reading and researching how she's going to do this. It's not a fly-by-night thing. It takes time.
All right.
Due diligence. She's going to get stuck in some things. You're going to get frustrated, correct? Is it sometimes that they tell you that they're going to give you a deal and then the deal doesn't come through? Do they
the
do
deal
that?
For what?
Like say you got to do certain type of points or whatever, and you fulfill this situation. They say, oh, well, your flight is on a blackout. Does that ever happen?
I did try to book some flights with Qatar Airways to go to Bali for free, and they had it to where I couldn't use the points on 3 particular days. It was either going to be Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's that I couldn't use my points with Qatar Airways. So I have had an issue with one airline where I couldn't use my points on a particular day.
Okay, but that's it?
Yeah, that was the only time.
That's the only hiccup?
That's not bad.
That was the only time with Qatar Airways.
Do you do hotels too and stuff like that? Or is it just plain
rental cars too?
Yeah,
so what's the hotel thing? I mean, but you told us the one about the rewards with the Bonvoy.
Yes, okay.
So you do hotels too?
And then you mentioned cars, right?
Yes.
Okay, so one of the things that I do is if you guys go on deltatoro.com.
I like Toro.
Yeah, so if you actually link your Toro account to your Delta Sky Miles account, they give you 2,000 miles for your first Toro rental. So what I did was I actually rented a car in my own neighborhood for the day just because I wanted 2,000 miles. If it's 10,000 miles from New York to Antigua, well, I got 2,000 of it right here. You get what I'm saying? And then Delta has a program with Energy Plus where they'll give you 5,000 miles for switching over your light bill. So American Airlines will give you 10,000 miles for switching your light bill to Energy Plus. Delta will give you 5,000 miles, right? So with Toro, you get 2,000 miles for the first time that you rent a car, and then every single time after that is 500 miles. So what I did was I was in Inglewood, California, visiting a girlfriend. What I did was I rented a different car every day instead of keeping a car for the same week because I wanted 500 airline miles per day.
Let me say this, right? How you treat traveling, and because Esso was talking about this is a lot of work, the best way to translate it is how women treat college. You know how women are like, yo, they're focused on getting their degrees, and it comes with a certain level of dedication. This is the only way it's going to happen in the same way.
But how you make your money off this shit?
That's a great question.
Yeah, so I sell my courses. So if someone wants to buy a course from me, I have so many different courses. I have courses that are one-on-one, where if somebody wants to learn one-on-one solo travel, because everybody has a different need from me. So I might have some women who are coming on like, I don't want your mini course where I learn how to fly for free. My issue is that I'm afraid to do this alone.
Yeah.
That's where the one-on-one and the solo travel
So
stuff
it's
comes
more
in.
psychological, the courses? Yes.
Right. And then you have some women who are like, hey, I just got a divorce. He never wanted to go anywhere, so now I travel. Or some women come to me and they're like, I just lost weight. And now that I feel good about myself, the way that I'm going to express that is traveling the world. So people come to me for different reasons. Then I have some women who are like, look, I'm not scared of anything. I'm from Compton or East Orange, New Jersey, right? I just need to know how to travel for free. I don't need a whole 12-week curriculum on solo traveling and one-on-one. I just need to know how to do this on a budget.
Nah, I like how everything is set up. Toro, to me, is like the best car rental experience because everything else now,
I hate Toro. You can't smoke in the car.
Well, because you know
you
now
can't
they
smoke in the car.
I got to smoke everywhere.
In LA, he was going crazy
because they threatened to shut the car off and all that when you smoke.
You know
in the
about
car,
that, right?
You know
they got a kill switch.
Yeah,
that's what
I know
I'm talking
somebody
about.
who does Toro for a living.
That's
so
trash.
Yo, Esso was like, pull over.
Toro.
You need a vape.
Toro.
No. He's a smoker.
Instead of like the flower,
No.
have the vape
You're
for the
talking
car.
to a
Vape is worse on your heart.
Yeah,
That's one thing.
he's not that style.
Didn't I tell you I still work out and everything like that. The only thing I do bad is I drink too much champagne and I smoke a lot of weed. Other than that, it's good. I'm good. But I'm not fucking with the vape. And it's like, weed can't be legal everywhere. And then when you in a car, like, that's where you want to smoke it when I'm vibing out, when I'm driving. I'm going through California, through the mountains. I'm going to Runyon Canyon. I'm going down to PCH. Are you telling me I can't smoke in my rental car? That's fucking ridiculous. That's why I don't go to Dubai. I'm not fucking around. They can have all that funky bullshit all the time. Yo, come over here. It's extra money. No, because I'm gonna go to jail because I have to smoke. It's not worth it for me. I'm out of there.
I think that's probably why that was one of the decisions that led me to kind of picking Antigua and Barbuda as my home place once I knew that I wanted to leave America, because I'm like, I need to go somewhere that is 420 friendly. I don't want to have to be looking over my shoulder.
Oh, you smoke too? So you be smoking on your trips?
I'm high from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep.
You don't look like
y'all friends.
I know. Everybody says that.
I'm going to tell you why we not friends.
Why we not friends?
I'm going to say this on camera. I'm going to tell you
why we not friends.
I'm going to tell you why we not friends, because she don't know we talk about real shit. She never seen the show, y'all, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
So she hits me yesterday and says she wants to take me out for a drink so we could talk business or whatever. Right?
Makes sense.
So I hit her back saying, it was a nice day yesterday. Yo, you free today? Because we canceled yesterday. She's like, no, you got to hit me in advance.
No, I said 24 hours tomorrow.
Story. That's in advance. You got to hit me in advance.
24-hour notice.
Right, because
I'll be on that time.
Hold on, huh? Because I'm busy and I be having stuff planned out. And I'm looking at the phone. I said, nigga, you hit me. So it's okay. We can talk on the phone. Fuck it. We talk on the phone, right? So we kick it. I said, yo, it's ironic that me and Elle was just talking about her, because I wanted her to, this was my idea, y'all, for her, but she don't need me. Okay.
What?
This is my idea for her. I wanted her to help us get to Antigua, where she lives at. And I had the place that I wanted to stay. This was going to be the whole thing. This is all I wanted her to do, because we charged $3,000 to be on the show, in case that y'all want to know. So I said I wanted to waive the shit, and I wanted her to help us get to Antigua, and I wanted to film it. And be like, the passport abuser got us here. Look at my price. Look at my shit.
This is why you need to
You
rock.
didn't say all this on the phone
You didn't
yesterday.
give me a chance to, because guess what she said to me?
I gotta go.
No, you ready? My courses are $1,500. I looked at
the timing of the text messages was bad. You took that wrong.
Let me finish. I didn't take it wrong.
You definitely took it wrong.
We talking on the show. Let me finish my story.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Finish the story.
So we looked at the thing, and I was like, damn, I was going to put it on the show because Charles recommended her to come.
Yeah.
So when Charles recommended her to come, I said, instead of charging her, I'm a barter with her since I travel. So when she said that, I said, well, my interviews is $3,000. So she said, okay, well, I'll send you the joint. So I said, Charles, tell the passport abuser what I was trying to do. But say, if she does this, I got 125,000 followers. We have 100,000 subscribers on our YouTube. We get reposted. It's no doubt in my mind.
It's gonna go nuts.
It would go crazy.
Because we're doing a business deal similar to that with another company. Yeah. So the same thing he's talking about, they're just trying to work it out and have us travel for free and all this other extra shit. So the rollout, they want us to roll out this new company. So we're gonna be seeing you by accident.
Okay.
You know, we're gonna be all over America.
But that was my plan.
So she doesn't want to be part of that plan? I guess.
No,
I didn't
that
have a
wasn't
chance to tell
it.
her.
No.
What's up,
I didn't have a
Passport?
chance to
What
tell her.
happened yesterday was I reached out to him first, and I said,
he told
"Hey, would you like to like go out for a drink with for business,
Yes.
just so we can
I
talk?"
didn't think you was
Now-
trying to come on to me and you gotta say all that business.
No,
I didn't think
As
that.
a woman, I understand why she has to
I
throw.
was just like, "Yo, can we
I'm
go
just
out for a
fucking
drink
with
to
her.
talk about
I'm
business?"
just fucking
And
with
he
her.
said yes, and I said okay. So I was gonna ask him next, like, okay, so like, what day are you free? Like, I don't know what he has going on. So he's like, "Yo, call me." We get on the phone, we talk, we kind of hang up, and we were texting, and I said, "Hey, my course is $1,500. I would like to give it to you for free." By then, he had already sent me another. I sent it in 2 text messages. I said, "My course is $1,500. Next text, I would like to give it to you for
she
free.
sent it after
What
that.
is your email?" He had already responded and was like, "Well, my interview is $3,000." I'm like, "Well, wait, like I'm telling you, I'm gonna give it. I'm not. We're on the same page about it. Like,
So
he was
what's
kinda
happening is
jumping into
two shooters are shooting at each other,
So he
and
didn't
I
give
didn't
me
want
a
to put your
chance,
guns down.
like-
Okay, cool. That's regular shit. It's two shoot. See, here's the thing, Passport. I'm patient. See, you would have got that off. See, you're not patient, and neither is he. So y'all just shooting at each other.
You're
No.
not patient. Don't do
No,
it.
you don't understand it.
That's
You are,
cap.
no.
I can look at you and tell you not patient.
I'm not patient about my money, but I'm
There
patient
you
about
go.
everything else.
Neither is he. Yo, do you know the arguments? I'll be like, yo, this guy has a deal for us. Yo, I just spoke to him within 10 seconds. When's he sending the money? He just told me, yo, my nigga, I don't play this. It's fucking games.
If he not sending the money, what he talking for?
Yo, I was like, yo, he got this money lined up. How long is it gonna take? Maybe, yo, don't fucking call me.
I don't even care.
See, I'm just used to it. So when it comes to you, but y'all the same, and I don't have an issue with that. It just happened is two animals who have the same principles going at the same time. So it's funny.
What's your sign?
What's yours?
I'm a Taurus. I'm a bull.
Oh,
I'm a bull.
no wonder you're a bull. I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, Taurus and Sagittarius are good together.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've dated Sagittarius men. They're very sweet.
We're nice.
Yeah. I think my favorite man is like a Virgo man. I
He's a
find that
Virgo.
Virgo men are like the most relaxed,
He's a Virgo.
sweetest
That's why he
men
said
ever.
what a
Like
word.
Virgo men are good listeners. My best relationships have always been with a Virgo.
Ooh.
It's just something about a Virgo, but we're both earth
See,
signs.
the
You know
first
what I mean?
time I
Like
heard somebody big up you Virgos like
A
that.
Virgo-
Yeah, because they usually shit on a
a
motherfucker.
Virgo man is like my speed.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
I like a Virgo man.
You're like the 19th Taurus woman I've encountered in the past 9 months.
Okay.
It's just been a
That
Taurus.
energy, the Taurus are coming. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's seen like 6 of them already.
See, I'm telling you, I knew it. I knew it. It's just it's a thing. But
Yo, this is so
definitely you didn't tell me about all of this. I just reached out and was like, yo, like maybe we could meet for a drink. And I didn't know if you was gonna say yes or no, when you're available, whatever.
No,
but you know.
Why would I turn down the passport abuser
Yeah.
and go for a drink?
It's not like you're some type of
Why would
rhino
I do?
chick.
Why would I do something? No, I can't make it.
So, you got the whole setup. What is the best? Let me not rundown, but like if someone wants to travel, you got Toro, you got pretty much. It seems like Delta seems to be the favorite, or United across the board. What about hotels? What is the favorites to make it make sense?
So my favorite hotels are with Hyatt. I just love Hyatt. Yeah. And most people don't know this, but American Airlines has a partnership with Hyatt where every time you go into a Hyatt hotel, if you give the front desk your American Airlines frequent flyer number, then they translate 1 Hyatt point per dollar and give it to you as miles. So if you're staying at Hyatt, go to the front
Where
desk.
Where you finding this shit at?
Because this is her
they
thing.
can go. I've been doing this since 2018.
It's too much for people that's watching.
No,
this.
They got to get her course.
But how are you
What's up,
finding it? Like, where are you searching this shit at?
I just find these things here and there.
This her passion.
And I'll
I'm about to say it's her passion.
You know, yeah, like it's just
She
my
good at
thing.
it.
Like for example, right? I was coming back from Atlanta and my bag was lost. Mind you, the airline kept telling me that my bag was lost, but yet I put an air tag in my luggage every time before I leave the airport. So you talking to me saying that my bag is lost, but I actually popped the air tag in my makeup bag so I know where the bag is, and I'm showing you where the bag is.
Let me tell you something. That's ill with the air tag. This is why they need your course.
Right.
I used to work
Everybody knows to put the air tag in the bag.
When I worked at...
It is kind of common knowledge, right?
Anybody traveling the reason why I don't put the air tag in my bag because I pack with all my shit's carry-on.
Yeah.
I pack differently, so I got my rollaway.
Even in the winter, because my clothes are heavier and I can't get the
I
carry-on.
told you, you need to do it. Y'all need to do how he packs. I'd be like, how are you fitting all this shit in there, bro?
Everything is travel. All my shit is on the plane.
Your passport.
With me.
If you see this shit,
when people
it's a
check
movie.
Bags, I'll be like, oh my God.
He gets mad like,
why
yo, it's
did
gonna
you
take
check a
forever.
bag?
You motherfucker.
I could be in the car already.
No, because Delta Airlines and Alaska Airlines have a policy that as soon as the plane lands, if your bag is not out within 20 minutes, then they owe you 2,500 miles. So most people don't know that. But back to the lost luggage, right? So I took a picture. I always take a picture of everything that I put in my bag before I give them the bag. I do it while I'm standing there at the counter because if I have limited edition Hermes flats in my bag from Belgium and 3 Fendi sweaters, I'm making sure that this bag is getting there.
Hermes flats,
I like her fly talk. I love it.
Crazy.
I mean, you can see this is my lifestyle. I mean, no, I'm serious.
The spicy abuser.
To a girl real quick.
No, but I'm just saying,
a girl.
if you see me, then you know, okay,
Hey, what's up?
It's believable that she would have a pair of $1,000 sandals or a $3,000 shawl
people
in her
make
bag.
fake claims and try to boost it.
Right,
Yes.
and so when I reached out to them, they were like, okay, your bag is lost. I was like, okay, well, I went on the Department of Transportation's website. My bag is lost. Y'all owe me $4,700. And they was like, well, how do you have proof that what was in the bag was $4,700 worth? No problem. Here's all my receipts for everything that I purchased.
Timestamps.
I took pictures of everything before I put it in, and I got a room full of receipts of everything.
Let me ask you something, because I used to work for like travel companies. I was stealing everything. So I was very young, and they always would have like insurance limit.
You're Virgo man.
They would have an insurance of $250 is usually the limit. For a person that has more than 250, is there special insurance people can get to ensure that their property matches the value? Because people would I remember this one lady, she had $20,000 earrings and they tried to heist it and they fucked up the plan and everything, but $200 ain't equivalent to $10,000.
So the U.S. Department of Transportation, if you guys go on their website, they actually have it where they list everything you need to know about what compensation you're entitled to as long as you're flying in America. So whether that's compensation for if your bag is lost, or compensation for if your bag is damaged, or compensation if you get involuntarily bumped from a flight, all of that information is on the Department of Transportation's website. So let's say you get bumped from a flight involuntarily. If that delay is over 1 hour, they owe you 200% of the fare. Most people don't know that. They're just like, all right, we're going to put you on another flight that leaves within 2 hours. No, actually, as per the Department of Transportation, here it is right here on my phone, you're supposed to give me 200% of the one-way fare. Oh, well, we're going to give you a voucher for $1,000 for your lost bag. Actually, the Department of Transportation says that you owe me a check for $4,700.
It's like you're the Michael Jordan of this travel shit. You don't play no games.
There is always
and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, actually, because and especially in the climate we live in, there's so many people who are becoming very popular for being expertise in their specialty. So this right here, especially, everybody wants to travel, even if they're in Tupelo, Mississippi. They still want to travel. Have you ever been to Tupelo, Mississippi?
No, I haven't actually been to Mississippi. I've only been to Alabama.
Yo, it's good. It's all right.
What are some states you're avoiding?
I'm not really avoiding anything.
Wyoming?
I mean, it's just a feeling, you know, like some
Montana?
mornings, honestly, the U.S. is just not my vibe, if I'm being honest. It's just not my vibe.
Since when?
Since always. I'm the passport abuser. I'm not the U.S. girl. Like, I don't live in America.
You're not the domestic abuser.
So you've always been traveling since you've been young? Is that what you telling me?
Not since I've been young because my parents couldn't afford it.
That's what I was asking because we all grew up poor. So
Right.
I'm trying to figure
definitely
out.
grew up poor.
I got in the music business when I was playing basketball. That's how I traveled. And then we did regular stuff, like we did a lot of road traveling to my family reunions and stuff. But when I got into the music business, one of my yearns to be great in the businesses, I used to see them traveling to all these magnificent places to perform. So that's when I first started traveling, and it opened up my mind tremendously. Like, I've traveled to Atlanta and stuff like that, but when I say travel, I'm talking about going to Cannes, going to Paris, going to fucking Miami when nobody else was going to Cancun when people wasn't going to DR, all these different places before. I was in fucking Colombia 15 years ago.
Yeah,
when
before it became a top location.
When people were scared, when everybody was like, you're going to Colombia, you're
gonna get kidnapped.
Exactly. So I always been the yearn to travel. And I can honestly say this, it was the girls that was like, yo, we gotta go someplace. And I'll be like, go someplace. Why? Like, what? No, let's go away. And I remember my first trip, my baby mom's father bought her a trip to Nassau for graduation.
The Bahamas.
Yes. And we stayed at Lucaya or something. That was cool. We had a great time. But as I started to travel more and more, and I started being able to bring my weed on the plane, and started understanding, like, when you get certain places, you can be comfortable there too.
Yeah.
Changed my whole life. And learning to relax. Like, us black men, we don't know, and we have not learned how to relax. Going to DR for my first time, I went to Punta Cana and I stayed at El Paradiso, Palma Real. All right, it was first built. The first time I ever relaxed in my life, and it changed me.
That's another course aside from traveling, how to transport your weed. Because it's another art form. I'm serious.
I'm not saying that on air.
Well,
they might
clearly not on air. They need to pay for that motherfucker.
It's a gift that was given to me.
Yeah.
I got a real question.
Man,
What's your favorite airline?
My favorite airline is Qatar.
Really?
Yeah.
My favorite airline is Qatar Airways.
Why?
Their Q suites and their first class, completely top of the line.
What if you're not finding, what's a Q suite?
Okay, so a Q suite is when you go into the plane, you'll go to the front of the plane and there's like a seat, but the seat turns into a bed. They give you your own pajamas. You have a door, you can close the door.
Oh, the door. I know what you're talking about.
That's a Q suite. I never flew that.
That one is lit.
I flew first class, but I never flew. I never
like
flown the Q
it's like you
suite.
got your own room almost.
You make an appointment for a shower.
Can I ask you a question?
So
if you have a partner in there, can y'all fuck in there?
I personally would not, because remember, Qatar is right next to Dubai. I don't want to be in trouble by the time that we land.
This girl is like the most
that could wait.
So you don't do nothing wrong. You the bougiest nigga out. So ain't no fucking on the plane. Ain't no fucking
so
in the
you never
bathroom.
been part of the
So we're abusing. So we're abusing the passport.
No.
The passport, but not having no real fun.
How we fucking on the plane when you know damn well that I need to be on these planes and not get banned in order to make my money and create my content? Look, I'm not trying it.
Wait. So the passport abuser don't have fun?
No, I have a lot of fun. But not when it comes to my job.
Let me tell you the type of fun. She loves going to restaurants with no commercials.
She smokes weed. She smokes weed.
I have fun.
She doesn't.
Follow me on YouTube. I got a weekly vlog out. Follow me on YouTube so you guys can follow my weekly vlogs and see how I get down. Is all I'm gonna say.
Let me ask you, so what are some of your favorite restaurants then?
I love Milos. You know Milos, that restaurant that's right next to iHeartMedia. Absolutely love Milos.
That's right there.
Yeah, we go
that's
there.
like my
You gotta go to Hudson Club
favorite.
then. Right across the street.
Right across the street.
Go to Hudson Club. Right across the street.
So I say yes. For New York, my favorite restaurant is Milos. For New Jersey, I think my favorite restaurant is like Waterside. It's like a restaurant in Northburg.
You like Waterside like that?
I always go to Waterside with my parents on Sundays.
I gotta take you restaurant. If that's what you, that's what I do. I restaurant, drink, and travel. Okay, that's what I do. That's my profession.
Yeah, so I have different like restaurants that I like all over the world, like different places and stuff like that.
You gotta go to Ambra downtown.
Okay.
You think she would like De Novo?
De Novo.
De
Yeah,
Novo.
definitely would go to De Novo.
She would like that, especially
That's in Jersey.
in the summer,
Okay.
in the spring and summertime when you get to sit
Come
by the
on,
water.
yo, come on.
I haven't been living
Bougie
in New
Jackson.
Jersey.
Come on, Bougie Jackson.
I
You gotta
have
do
not
better.
been living in New
Bougie Jackson.
Jersey
Bougie
since
Jackson, you
2019.
gotta do better with your choices, Bougie
I
Jackson.
feel like my choices are just fine.
They okay. not for the passport abuser. They okay.
So everybody likes to ask, what's your favorite places to go? Where do you not like going to?
Okay, so one place out of 91 countries that I would say I would probably never ever go back. I don't care if they paid me. I would never go back to St. Kitts.
Really?
Ever in my life. Don't.
Really?
I would never go back to St. Kitts.
You know what I hate?
Where?
Montego Bay. Oh my God.
I mean, it's very touristy, but I
Oh
didn't
my God,
hate
the
it.
service and oh my God, everything. Oh no, they can't get me back there. The people, y'all are the worst. Like,
No, you haven't been to St. Kitts.
Well, if they're worse than Montego Bay, you're never getting me back ever again. Y'all are terrible on the service, the food. The women are trash. If you're not Jamaican, they disrespect you. You got to be Jamaican or white, which is crazy. If you're American black, they just ignore you. It's the wildest thing in the world, B. Montego Bay, that's for y'all.
What's on your hit list? Whether it's Caribbean or Eastern?
So I've done 91 countries. So a lot of the countries now that I got to do are like the far out countries that like nobody's like really thinking about.
Like what, Iceland?
I went to Iceland twice, and I love Iceland. I love Iceland, and I'm not even
people like Iceland.
I'm not even a person who likes the cold. Remember, I don't live.
Did you go in that water, whatever that water is that they be going into?
What do you mean, the Blue Lagoon?
Yeah, the Blue Lagoon.
Oh yeah. I've been to the Blue Lagoon twice.
It was cold, but
no, it's thermal heated.
Oh,
it's thermal heated.
That's what I heard. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
That's why
absolutely wonderful.
I haven't been.
Yeah, no, go. You'll absolutely love it. It's all the places I've been to, I really love. So like my favorites have been like Mauritius, the Seychelles, like East Africa. I had a great time in Bora Bora. I went once and now I go every single year. I treat myself to Bora Bora for my birthday.
I wanted to go to Bora Bora.
No, you will absolutely love
Clue
Bora
told me not
Bora.
to pay. When I was going to go to Bora Bora, I was going to go there and we went to Puerto Rico, but we went to oh God, was it the Ritz-Carlton? It was the Reserve out there, whatever it is. This shit was fucking phenomenal.
In Puerto Rico, right?
In Puerto Rico.
I saw it.
It's the Reserve. Oh my God. Oh my God. I got the hat. The indoor, outdoor shower, everything. I didn't miss Bora Bora at all. Like I'm a junkie. I love Curacao. My favorite.
I love Curacao.
Hands
I love
up.
Curacao.
I'm gonna tell you my favorite spot. St. Lucia.
I love St. Lucia. Black sand beaches, the
under
pitons.
the waterfall, did you do the whole
the pitons.
Okay,
yeah,
but the
I love St.
waterfall,
Lucia.
did you do the water? Because you like to smoke weed. See, the first time I went, I ain't had my weed. The second time I went to the waterfall, I had my bud. I had my champagne. I bought the little food off the, when the drivers take you. I got my little hot food at first, and we trekked down there. We was down there all day. They got the outdoor bath houses and all that. Shit was fire, boy. Then I went to the other one where they put the, the stuff all
you gotta do the mud.
I did all that. I told you I do this for a living too. And Costa Rica was one of my spots.
I love Costa Rica.
You talking a vibe.
Listen, I stayed in the jungle in Costa Rica.
Where were you at?
I forget
Was
the name.
it La Fortuna?
I can't remember, but the girl, shout to Chris Thornton, her mother's a travel agent. So they sent us to this spot, whereas you couldn't even come out at night because it was monkeys and all. They had to drive and come and get you. The most phenomenal pool, food, time. Shit was fire.
You know where y'all two need to go?
Where?
Haiti.
You know what?
You told me not to go to Haiti.
Well, they will kidnap you.
You told me not to go.
No, but not if not. So there's this one little loophole with Haiti that I've been trying to work around, right? So you guys know that I'm a solo traveler. So everywhere I go, I'm concerned about safety.
Yeah.
So most people don't know this, but the U.S. Embassy has a free service for U.S. citizens called STEP, Smart Traveler Enrollment Program. So you actually go, you upload your itinerary with the STEP program. So the U.S. Embassy in every country, they know what hotel you stay at, who's driving you around, what excursions you did, what restaurants you might be seeing, all types of stuff, right? So that way the U.S. Embassy can never say that you just went missing. They had way too many different leads on where you were going to be.
But you're still going to be missing?
No. So I reached out to the U.S. Embassy in Haiti, and I said, hey, you know what? Because remember, they're U.S. diplomats. They're American,
He's
you know?
Haitian.
Okay. So they said to me when I sent them an email, hey, if you try Labadi, yeah, they said, come, instead of going through Port-au-Prince, if you would like to come here as a solo traveler, come on a cruise through Labadi because it's safe and no one will touch you.
Yeah, it's
So
away
that
from
was the loophole. And the beaches are
the
beautiful.
Phenomenal.
The water's
Wait,
super blue.
Let me ask you a question, passport abuser. Are you like me? I'm a beach bum.
I'm a beach bum. I live in Antigua.
Yeah.
In Antigua, we have 365
I'm on the beach
beaches.
all day. I'm on the beach all day.
Same.
I'm a beach bum. Son, drinks out there all day.
Same.
Because one of my peoples, they got a restaurant in Haiti, and it's in a mountain, and then the water flows over it, so you can see the water flowing, and it's like a high-end restaurant. You would think it's like some, touristy thing, but it's really like opulent. So that's why I was like, for things to do.
I asked him about going there.
No, they're gonna kidnap us.
Because I saw the beaches, and he was like, "No, you
not yet, bro."
He's like, "No, you can't go there." I was like, "But the beach." He was like, "No,
I'll tell my mom. My mom's will set that up. We do.
Yeah, I'm a beach bum. I'm like, I want to go.
My brother stayed in a treehouse in Haiti, yo.
Like that's all I want.
Like the treehouse was lit. Like it's not like how TV does it. It was really like, homely, But
my mother got dementia, and look, we had her out at the beach. You heard?
Nice.
This is Christmas in Florida.
Right.
We out in the beach all the time. I gotta show you this hotel that's in Antigua because Dave East stayed there.
Where is it at?
I took a picture of it.
Okay.
I'm trying to look for it. That's what I've been trying to find.
So what other cities do you want to? Because you haven't been to Montana. Have you been to Utah?
I don't do a lot of domestic traveling.
Utah, you would enjoy. If you
People
like Iceland,
have been telling me about Utah.
I loved Utah for the ski. I loved it. I was there only for one day. What's that? Aspen or whatever.
That's Colorado, ain't it?
I've been to Colorado, but not Utah. Okay,
I've been there. I thought that
Colorado is Denver. That's where
I've been to Colorado many times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it seems like you just say fuck America. Seattle, have you been there?
No, I actually
Sedona?
just don't do.
You been to Sedona yet?
She would love Sedona.
I don't do a lot of
domestic.
domestic.
This is Sedona. It's me in Sedona. Look.
She would.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm outside. What are you talking about?
Beautiful.
She would love Sedona. Like the way you're with nature. That right there, just your phone ain't gonna work.
Okay.
Yeah, my
You
phone.
see her face? You see
That's
her?
cool.
My phone didn't work there for 5 days though. This was Johannesburg.
Oh, I love South Africa.
Johannesburg.
Yeah.
What's your favorite like African country?
Ooh,
you said you like the eastern side.
Yeah. I had the time of my life in Mauritius and the Seychelles, and I was like,
where is Mauritius? Is that
Mauritius
Africa?
is off the coast of East Africa,
How
and
long
so is the
flight?
Seychelles.
How long is that flight from the US?
So I went 15 hours from NYC
That's it.
to
Mine was 15
Johannesburg.
hours too. That's why I'm not. It was further than Johannesburg.
Right, because once you get to Johannesburg, you still got a 2-hour flight to Mauritius.
Nah, no way.
Yeah,
I'm never going to Mauritius.
I mean, these are things that are so beautiful, and it really opens up your eyes because most people think, oh, the best water, I got to go to the Maldives or Bora Bora or something like that. People don't typically even think of Africa as a tourist destination because they don't.
It's so freaking far to the motherland.
Yeah,
that's
but
why.
it's just nothing like it.
It's far,
It's nothing like it.
What country has food that you enjoyed?
In Africa or just any country?
In general, I notice women say they don't like the food in Spain.
What?
I like the food in Spain.
Is it your
I was
top
in
five?
Madrid. It's not in my top 5.
There you go.
I would say I feel like, and maybe this is, I'm biased, y'all. I'm biased.
Talk about it.
All right.
Antigua.
So Antigua, we have 365 beaches. So you're always getting very, very fresh seafood if that's your thing. Also, in Antigua, it's so much different from America because like when you eat a steak, I particularly don't eat meat, right? I haven't ingested any meat since 2016. But I always said to myself, if I ever ate meat ever again in life, it would probably be in Antigua because the same cows walk up and down the street and stop traffic every day. So if I see these cows eating grass and then they keep walking down the street. Yeah. And so it's like in Antigua, if I'm going to eat a cow, this cow was grass fed and like roamed and wasn't under any type of stress versus in the United States.
No steroids.
Everything says GMO. I don't know what's what, but I also, have not lived in the United States in many years.
But why did you not want to stay in the U.S.? What gave you the courage and the urgency to leave?
So there was a lot of stuff going on in America towards Black people that just made me feel that I just wasn't safe in my own skin. Like, you know, you think of Breonna Taylor being shot in her house while she's doing nothing. Then you look at George Floyd, come to find out the $20 bill was real. Right? Why they called the police in the first place from the convenience store. Then you look at Ahmaud Arbery. He's just going for a run. And I said to my mother, you know what? If I'm going to have children, I want to extend their life. I will never raise children in the United States ever. They're not going to be in the United States. Then I moved to Antigua. I see the police and all of a sudden my palms are sweaty. And my girlfriend is like, yo, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just the police. And she was like, they like the fire department. Keep driving. Like, you don't got to slow down because the police behind you. But in America, you slow down and turn the music down at the police. So
it's a production.
Right. I didn't realize how much trauma I had physically, like palms are sweaty, everything just with police. And I'm like, you know what? This whole American shit show, I kind of really don't want to be a part of it. I didn't ask to be an American citizen. My family was brought here because people was too lazy to build this country themselves. I'm not supposed to be here, honestly. So why am I sitting here? You get what I'm saying? So I kind of told my parents, listen, my life purpose is not tied to this place. I want to go out and I want to see what else is out there. And I don't know when I will ever come back, if ever. Damn. And the first time that I moved out of the U.S., it actually was not to Antigua and Barbuda. It was actually to Pretoria, the capital of South Africa. And I met a guy, and I really liked this guy. And I decided to take a leave of absence from my job and go be with this man in Africa. I met this guy in London at a museum, and we started talking. I really felt like I really wanted to be with this person. This was like in 2017, right? So I wasn't a solo traveler yet. I was just a girl with a master's degree, being a 9-to-5, you know, little hottie, you know? And I met this lawyer in London, but he lived in South Africa. So we were kicking it, and then I decided, let me take some time off of my day job, take a leave of absence, and go see how much I want to be with him in Africa.
Sound just like your homegirl that left you stranded.
No, because I didn't leave anybody stranded at the drop of a
You
hat.
left everything else. Come on, Pastor. I'm not with you.
Not in the middle of the night.
You look at Esso's So as we close this out, where can people really get this course and break it down? You know.
Yeah, so you guys can follow me on YouTube, where you can see my life behind the scenes when I'm traveling, when I'm not. My YouTube is The Passport Abuser, and you guys can follow me on Instagram at The Passport Abuser, and the website, the free masterclass, is at thepassportabuser.com.
She got everything in a unison. That's how Ghost likes it. Everything should be the same thing. Yo, sign up for my university. It's $47 a month. Sign up through the school app. Just look for ESSO University. Go on to BagFuel.com. Cop my cookbook. Go to BagFuel.com and also cop my man's sweatshirts. His merch is up.
And we're doing something special to celebrate Black women as a whole. So I got a little surprise.
The 13th of next month, we have another business brunch. The first one was sold out.
Yeah, success.
This one's going to be even
Sold it out in
It was a
5
good
days.
one. It was a good one, guys, because I was actually there, and that's how I met Esso. I was able to meet so many people, not just in the music industry, in the clothing industry. I was able to meet people in the real estate industry.
The vice president of American Express was
there.
in the building.
Yup.
Okay, so the next one's
Very
going to be...
valuable.
No, let's celebrate. We don't, it's hard to get a motherfucker
Sold
to
out.
get out their house.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And you did that during a recession and inflation.
Now we need to sell out my courses too. You
Amen.
heard me?
Yeah.
All right?
But
go to ESSOWORLD.com as well, and you can find everything there, and it's up.
yeah, support Black women.
Support Black business.
Yeah.
Passport
Amen.
Abuser, my man Hynaken, and me, and we out of here.
Peace. Yay!
We just got to take
Pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.